I'll show you how we knock the Yorkshire bait commercial ground baits up. They're ever so simple. You just basically break the bag open into any round bowl. All you do is just simply get just some lake water. Just add a small amount of water to the dry mix. Just gently work it around the bowl. Don't add too much water. Like any ground bait, you just want to. It will take a while for it to absorb all the water in properly, so just keep running it through your fingers, same as you would do any other ground baits. You'll notice with our ground baits, when they're in the bag, they tend to look a little bit dull and lifeless, but once you've added the water to them, you'll see that they take on a whole different meaning and texture. All the colours come out of them, so whatever particular colour, if it's a green betaine, you'll find that the green is pretty dull until you add the water to it, and then it just brings out all the flavours and all the ingredients to it. Ever so simple, just keep adding water a little bit at a time, just like you would do any other ground bait. Today we'll be using this one. This is a yellow toffee mix, which is a combination of fish meals, pellets and various other bits and bobs that are in it. It's very, very good for, it's generally what we use for all-round fishing, where there's, you know, if it's not predominantly carp and you feel you might be catching tench or skimmers or even carp themselves, then this is an all-round bait that we'll use. Today we'll be putting this mix on the 7 metre line, which I know in this particular swim there's a few skimmers about, so I feel that this will be ideal for this situation today. You'll find with any good ground bait, you can form a ball with a good ground bait, but at the same time, to show that it's a good ground bait, when it breaks up, it just breaks back down into a nice smooth consistency, as you can see there. But also remember that after 5 or 10 minutes, it will have soaked in all that water, therefore you may need to add a little bit more just to get it to that consistency that you want. When I knock up our ground bait, I never bother about any lumps that are in it, providing they're not too big. I feel it actually encourages fish to come in and grub around and pick mouthfuls up, which when you're fishing paste, at some stage during the day, if there's fizzing and movement in the peg and I can't seem to catch on what I have on the hook, then sometimes what happens is they'll be feeding actually on the ground bait, which is time for you to put a bit of paste on. So don't worry too much about riddling your ground baits off. It's as long as it's not too lumpy and the consistence fairly consistent, then you'll be fine. I'm now going to enhance the ground bait with a glug. With the commercial glugs, all you need to do is give them a good shake just before you open the cap up, just to mix the blend together. To a kilo bag of ground bait, I just simply give it probably 2 capfuls, and that will give it the boost that I require. If I feel after a while that it's dulled down, I'll add a little bit more. I'll keep on adding it during the course of the day if necessary. It just gives it that lovely, really you need smell-o-vision, because to smell it, it's fantastic. So this one's the yellow toffee, which goes with this particular ground bait. Right, all we do, once the glug is added, you just simply mix it into the ground bait. It really enhances the smell. Once the ground bait is formed and then put into the swim, it just gives it that boost that you need sometimes just to kickstart the swim. Ground baits now become much heavier. We're fishing in sort of 6 foot of water today, so I need it to get down to the bottom pretty quickly. I now feel that it's absolutely the perfect consistency. I can take a ball, squeeze it into a ball. I know that'll get down to the bottom perfectly.